is no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Time again for the Underdog Show, starring that champion of champions, Underdog.
When criminals in this world appear and break the laws that they should fear and frighten all who see or hear, the cry goes up both far and near for Underdog. 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 Speed of lightning, roar of thunder, fighting all who plunder. Underdog. Underdog. Underdog.
Underdog, weakened by his fight with the Cloudmen, nevertheless had taken off with Sweet Polly for the planet Cumulus to get back the silver the Cloudmen had stolen. But at that very moment, millions of miles away, the Cloudmen were presenting King Cumulus with the stolen silver.
12 silver knives and forks and spoons.
Throw them in the hopper. More.
A silver teapot and a silver tray.
Into the hopper. More.
6 silver bowls.
Into the hopper.
1 silver ring.
Into the hop. Just 1 silver ring.
Yes, and what a time I had getting it. The earthling that owned it was very tough.
Ha! Well, throw it in the hopper.
Once in the hopper, the pieces of silver slid down a chute and fell into a bin. Then they were scooped up, dumped on the shaking belt, and finally they were dropped into a melter. And when it was melted, the silver was sprayed into the linings of the clouds.
Every cloud must have a silver lining. Next. Next. Next.
But even all this stolen silver was not enough to give every cloud a silver lining.
Everything we've got is gold. Gold chairs, gold tables, gold houses. Nothing but useless gold.
The people are getting restless, Your Majesty. We may have a revolution if we don't have more silver.
Your Majesty, Your Majesty, I found it. All the silver we need.
Where? Where?
In the United States Treasury, the place where they make all their coins. There are tons of silver.
Good, good. Call out the army. We'll go down at once and get it.
Stop before I give you a whack. We've come to take the silver back.
Who is this little droplet who dares talk to King Cumulus Regulus?
You'll find out who he is. He's the strongest, bravest, fastest hero in the whole universe.
Ha 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 ha! We'll see how strong he is.
Go ahead, Underdog. Give it to him. You went right through him.
Of course, I'm a cloud man. Now, I'll lightning-jolt you.
You big brute, take this, and this, and this.
Enough of this nonsense. Toss them in the hopper and let us be off for Earth and the silver.
Polly and Underdog had both been lightning jolted. Will they be scooped up and melted down? The answer lies ahead in our next exciting episode.
One of the strangest adventures the King and Odie ever had began in the hideout of those two despicable characters, Biggie Rat and Itchy Brother. This particular day, Itchy was writing one of his poems, while Biggie was pacing up and down trying to figure out a way to take over the kingdom of Bongo Congo from King Leonardo. When...
Come in, come in.
Like, wow, you see what I see, Big?
Yeah. Okay, you guys, what's the pitch?
Pitch? There's no pitch. We want to make peace. We come as friends. Let bygones be bygones.
There's something phony about this. I smell a rat.
Watch your language, Itch, or you'll end up scratched. All right, Kingsley, what gives?
Well, you've always wanted the crown, so we're here to give it to you.
In fact, he will give you his whole head, won't you, sire?
Of course. Here you are.
Yay! Biggie and Itchy were about to dive out the window when they heard a familiar laugh.
It's Professor Messer.
The man of 1,000 disguises. Who are you disguised as today, Mass?
Today I am Messer the Mad Muscovite, world's greatest inventor. I have invented everything. Baseball, Fitzball, radio, razor. No matter what has been invented, I have invented it first. But this is my greatest invention, Messer's rotten robots.
Robots?
Like mechanical men.
Exactly. I make them to look like the King and Odie, walk like and talk like them too. But the big thing is that they do just what I want them to do. My wish is their command.
Mass, you're a genius.
Yeah, but, gee, Big, what good are they? I mean, we already got a king. Who needs another?
What you need is a brain, blockhead. These two contraptions are going to take over the kingdom for us. Tell him to put his head on, Miss, and let's get started for the palace.
Wait a minute. It's very expensive inventing rotten robots. Takes lots of rubles, countless kopecks. Before you get the kingdom, I get the cash.
Cash nothing. I'm dealing you in on the whole deal, see? You get a share of the kingdom. Now let's go.
And so the three conspirators, together with the two robots, proceeded to the palace. They had no trouble getting in because the guards thought it was the real King Leonardo.
One side, peasant, me and my pal, the king, wish to enter our palace.
Like, get on a beam. It's a new regime.
I never thought I'd see the day when His Majesty was friends with those two.
And so the little surprise party proceeded to the throne room. Suddenly, the door of the throne room burst open and...
Kingsley, old boy, I'd like you to meet up with your successor, see? The new King Leonardo.
What? Who is this imposter? Who is this imposter? This is the most unheard of thing I ever heard of. It's the most unheard of thing I ever heard of. Confound it! Guards! 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 Seize that imposter! Take him to the dungeon!
Will the real King Leonardo please stand up? Step up?
I am the real one.
I am true blue Odie Coloni, faithful servant of the king. This is the real Leonardo. No, this is the real Leonardo.
Come on, fellas.
Relax, man. I got the quotient to your quandary. I am the brother of the king, the swinging member of a real square clan. Now, who should know better who the real king is? And I'm telling you, cats, that this is the real King Leonardo, my dear sweet brother. Take these two fakes away.
All right, you two, let's go.
You can't do this to me.
It looks as though Biggie and Itchy, with the help of Professor Messer, have succeeded in their plot to take over the kingdom. How can the King and Odie get out of the dungeon and expose the two robots? Don't miss our next exciting episode, Switcheroo Ruler. In our last episode, the King and Odie were in real trouble. Professor Messer, masquerading as a mad Muscovite, had invented two robots who looked exactly like the King and Odie. When the evil Biggie Rat heard of Messer's diabolical robots, he knew at once that here was the perfect way to take over the kingdom. All they had to do was substitute the robots for the real King Enodi. When the real King Leonardo was confronted with his robot likeness, he immediately summoned the god. But so did the robot under Messa's control.
Guards! Guards!
This business completely confused the gods until Itchy Brother cleared things up.
Like, who should know his own brother better than his own brother? And I say, this is my brother. Take those fakes away.
So the gods grabbed the real King Enodi and threw them unceremoniously out into the street. It is now nightfall, and we find our two heroes creeping silently back to the palace.
Did you see my royal brother when that robot walked in?
Oh, that killed me, you know?
Robot? I see it all, sire. Professor Messa made robots to look exactly like you and me. They're going to make the people of Bongo Congo think that the robot is king. And since they run the robot, they can run the kingdom.
Why, that's the most unheard of thing I ever heard of.
Shh, sire. Listen.
Okay, you guys, cut the clowning. This is Biggie talking, see? And we've got serious work to do. First off, I called a council meeting for tomorrow morning. Then my buddy, the king here, is going to tell him that he's tired of being king and he's turning the whole shebang over to Biggie Rat. From then on, I'll be running things in Bongo Congo.
Yeah, Big, I dig. The rotten robot, renounces the royal rigmarole.
I've heard enough. They can't...
Wait, sire. I have a plan.
At dawn the next day, the two friends crawled through a palace window and moved cautiously to the place where the two rotten robots stood.
We must change places with these robots, sire, and pretend we are the robots until we can expose the plot in front of the entire council.
Quickly, the king and Odie pushed the two robots into a closet and locked the door. Then they assumed the stiff pose of the robots. A short time later, Biggie, Itchy, and Professor Messa entered the room.
Well, here are two friends patiently waiting to be of service. Come, Itchy comrade, let us dust them off. Is not right that greatest inventions of world's greatest inventor should be dust covered.
Yeah, this little old feather duster will do the trick. Hey, Mess, is this copycat supposed to do that without you telling him? Maybe he, shorted a circuit or flipped a fuse.
Could be. Look inside and see.
How do I get the top off?
It's simple. Just unscrew his head.
Something I've always wanted to do. Hey, Mess, it won't come off.
Here, let the inventor show you how.
Never mind that now. Here comes the council. All right, you guys, this is Biggie talking, see? And Kingsley here has a few words to say about some new arrangements we're going to have. Okay, Professor, start the dummy talking.
Boom, boom, yes. There are going to be some new arrangements around here. I am tired.
Good, perfect.
Tired of the plotting of those two traitors, Itchy Brother and Biggie Rat. Seize them.
Turn that contraption off.
It's not contraption, it's the real thing.
I'm gonna bug out of here like a flea, man.
Oh, no, you don't.
Good work, True Blue Odie.
And so the little kingdom was saved once more. But will Biggie and Itchy and Messa cause more trouble? We'll find out in the next exciting episode of The King and Odie.
Underdog and Sweet Polly had been captured by the Cloudmen and thrown into the silver bin to be melted. But the Cloudmen didn't realize that the pile of silver would drain off the electricity which had shocked Underdog and Sweet Polly, leaving them alive but weak.
Underdog, we're going to be scooped up.
My ring.
Your ring has been stolen.
Weak. So weak.
Meanwhile, back on Earth, the city of Washington, D.C. prepared for attack.
What's all the excitement?
The clouds! The clouds!
Clouds? What's so bad about clouds?
What's so bad? Did you ever see clouds in formation?
Surrender. Wow! Must be those cloud men Underdog was talking about. But where is Underdog?
Lightning, jolt them! Get that silver! Lightning, jolt them!
Meanwhile, Underdog and Sweet Polly were getting closer and closer to the melting pot.
Help! Help! Help!
My ring, here it is. The secret compartment of my ring I fill with an Underdog super energy pill. Of course I did, but now we must go. In saving the silver, I must not be slow.
Where is everybody? Where is King Cumulus Regulus?
Here, with all the silver from the treasury of the United States.
Stealing things is very wrong. You won't keep that silver long.
Who's going to stop me? You little droplet? You tried before, remember?
Was full of energy now, and moving with the speed of light, dodged the barrage of lightning jolts. Underdog dodged closer and closer to King Cumulus Regulus until at last...
Oh, I've been short-circuited. I've no more lightning jolts.
Now I'm the one who's in command. Stop stealing silver, I demand.
But we need silver. All we've got is gold. And every cloud must have a silver lining to be happy.
Well, instead of stealing it, why don't you trade gold for it?
And that's exactly what King Cumulus Regulus did. He started trading with the earth, and soon every cloud had a silver lining. And there was peace once again, and once again people looked up and said,
Look in the sky, it's a plane.
It's a bird.
It's a frog.
A frog?
Not plane, nor bird, nor even frog. It's just little old me. Underdog.